Georgia Tech announces Whiteout versus Clemson 2025, first since 2021. ACC Showdown preview. Get ready, college football fans. Georgia Tech is kicking off the season with a bang. The team just announced they'll be hosting a Whiteout game against Clemson for their ACC home opener on September 13th at Bobby Dodd Stadium. This marks their first Whiteout since 2021, and if history is any indication, it's going to be epic. Some of Georgia Tech's most memorable Whiteout victories include a 30-27 nail-biter against Clemson in 2009, and the jaw-dropping 22-16 miracle on Techwood Drive win over number 9 Florida State in 2015. But here's the real kicker. Fans who snag tickets through the official website will score a free Whiteout t-shirt. Expect an ocean of white when the Tigers roll into ATL. The countdown to kickoff starts now. Georgia Tech versus Clemson 2025 Whiteout game, Week 3 ACC matchup highlights. Georgia Tech sets the stage for a spectacular Whiteout against Clemson. In an exciting announcement, Georgia Tech is gearing up to welcome the preseason ACC favorite Clemson during the third week of the 2025 college football season. To mark this significant event, the Yellow Jackets are organizing a Whiteout, encouraging all fans to don white attire for the thrilling matchup scheduled for Saturday, September 13th at Bobby Dodd Stadium at Hyundai Field. This Whiteout game is a cherished tradition within the Georgia Tech football community, making its return to Bobby Dodd Stadium for the first time since 2021. The inaugural official Whiteout took place on November 20th, 2008, when the Yellow Jackets triumphed over number 20 Miami, Florida, with a score of 41-23. Over the years, Georgia Tech has celebrated this tradition, declaring an annual Whiteout game 12 times in 14 years. Notable moments include a thrilling 30-27 victory against Clemson in 2009, which set the stage for that year's ACC championship game. A 28-17 win over Miami in 2014, and the unforgettable 22-16 miracle on Techwood Drive against number 9 Florida State in 2015. Georgia Tech football at Georgia Tech FB, August 5th, 2025. Twitter.com/Georgia Tech FB /19527-4122-8391-8045. Ref source %5ETFW. This matchup is not just a significant event in the ACC. It stands out as one of the most anticipated games nationwide. In a recent episode of Josh Pate's College Football Show, Pate emphasized the importance of this game, ranking it among the top 10 games of the season. He stated, "As you know, I'm very high on Georgia Tech. Think about this. It is only week 3, but Clemson has already faced LSU, albeit not in a conference game. If Clemson wins that match, the hype around them as a national championship contender will only intensify." Key continued. Georgia Tech has already played against Colorado, and while we are uncertain about the outcome, I expect Georgia Tech to be a slight favorite in that game. This is the moment where we will see if Georgia Tech can truly compete at a high level. They don't necessarily need to defeat Clemson to prove themselves. Remember last season? Georgia Tech managed to beat Miami at home and pushed Georgia to an incredible 6 overtimes. They narrowly lost to Syracuse by just 3 points and faced a couple of defeats without their star player, Haynes King. I believe that last year's team was stronger than their record suggested. This year, they could be a dark horse contender for a playoff spot, and we will start to see their potential in this Week 3 matchup. A victory for Georgia Tech would position them as a strong contender for a trip to Charlotte for the ACC championship. It promises to be a monumental day in Atlanta as they aim to secure a win against Clemson for the first time since 2014. But here's where it gets controversial. Will Georgia Tech rise to the occasion and reclaim their status in the ACC, or will Clemson continue their dominance? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.